Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Business Thursday every Thursday morning here at the community center. See how much longer that's going to last. We have to relocate again. I think this room is typically used for voting. Stay tuned for that. Always pay attention to the emails that you get. Email reminders typically go out every Wednesday. Don't just convert that and delete it, but make sure you pay attention as to where the meeting is always going to be. I look around the room this morning and I think I see new faces. No new faces. At least one new face.
I'm basically a new face, yes. I was at the last luncheon, but being that nobody sat with me at the last luncheon, I thought I'd come to this one, and I got all these people.
Glad to have you here. All right, just for your benefit, sir, I am Rich Logan remarks. I'm going to get everybody situated, calm down, so to speak. I'm going to turn everything over to our executive director here in about 30 seconds. She's going to make some announcements about some other events, activities going on channel-wide, so you can continue to get visibility of who you are, what your business be all about. We're going to go around the room for 30 seconds. You're going to have 1 minute today, which you do. Everybody should notice right now, we changed the format starting the 1st of March. We now have 2 buckets up here. One is for members, one is for non-members. If you are a guest, it's still free. Continue to come as a non-member, or actually put $1 in the bucket. Okay. Then, we'll have time for community announcements. If there's anything else going on in the area that benefits everyone, have time for thank yous. And it looks like we do have a few giveaways this morning. We always have some kind of door prize. So if you are a member and your business card is in the member bucket, you'll have a chance to. All right, if you have your cell phone, which I'm sure most of you do, make sure it's not silent or vibrating, please, so you don't disturb everyone. And I don't know that I missed anything. Take it away, Julie.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's great to see you here this morning. I'm Julie Richards, Executive Director for the River Chamber of Commerce. Every Thursday morning, we're here from 8 to 9.
Your time is up, Julie.
Yeah. Sorry. We are all staying 30 seconds. All right. So, as Mark said, there will be voting coming out weeks and times where this group will not be available
Terry Searcy with L&M Personal Assistance. You got your business to form, or you need somebody else, but you don't need a full-time person, we can help. From anything from posting on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, to keeping up with those business cards and putting them in a database for you. If you came to you at all, we're the ones to call.
Hi, my name is Abby. I'm a new member of the Chamber of Commerce. First time here, Jean's the one that told me about Chamber and how effective it is. So I'm here to introduce myself. We just opened a pharmacy, it's called Mercy Health Mart Pharmacy at FM 544 right next to the tire shop in that shopping center. So we provide compounding, we provide free delivery. We do blister packing for seniors who are more than like 4 or 5 medications. We pack the medications, put them in a daily dose so they won't forget their meds, increases compliance and adherence. We provide consultation on any medications. We're just a phone call away. What makes us different than the big chain is that we're very personal and you can call us, talk to us, we'll transfer your prescription, we'll give you if you don't have insurance, we'll give you the best price available, and we take all insurances.
Good morning, George Miles. I'm a real estate broker. I'm serving anything called an area of 150 to 200 miles from this point. I'm usually going around for agents. If you know an agent or two that have a license and are not very involved in the real estate, just do a deal or for a year, they can hold their license with me. George Miles, for realty, I'm a real estate broker.
My name's John. I'm with Batteries Plus Bulbs. Batteries Plus Bulbs is a franchise. We've been in business for about 35 years, something like that. Started up in Wisconsin. We got about 740, 750 stores nationwide. You have a phone repaired from us, for example, gets a warranty for 6 months in any of those stores. You have to buy a car battery that dies up in Detroit. Take care of it up there. So, Batteries Plus Bulbs, Rockwall and Garland. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
See you, Ed.
You don't have to wait very long, we just say you have wood rotting off the side of your house, you have sprinklers that don't sprinkle, you have tiles falling on your shower. If you can answer yes to any of these questions, you might want to talk to me. And there's a small remodeling company called Handyman Service Group. My name is Ed Williamson, and we make home repairs, something like that.
Gosh, yeah, I'd like to see you after the show. Especially the thing about the shingles falling off. Morning, folks. My name is Bill Peace. Actually, I'm not with the Ford Motor Company, but I am with Sam Pack Auto Group. And you might as well be the Ford Motor Company. Anyway, I'm the Director of Corporate Relations for Mr. Pack. They're opening the new Ford store probably in June down on George Bush and Coit. That's going to be the largest Ford dealership in the country. And I think our service bays, they're going to be about 90 service bays, so people don't have to wait. That seems to be the biggest problem. And it's the most unique place in the world because he's the only dealer that's ever furnished, as far as I don't know, you probably know better, but when the mechanics come to work, they will already have their toolboxes. They don't have to bring a toolbox. Sam Pack has bought millions of dollars worth of toolboxes, and I saw a picture, and I said, what are these things? Okay. Anyway, Sam Pack, not Bill Peace, and I'm kind of a new member here, but I'm in 9 different chambers, and I really like this one, so thank you very much.
Joe, around for, what do? I do organizing, packing, moving, company, let everything go, feel better about yourself. By the way, there's, I think, I heard a thing the other day, there's like $3 million in storage units that are going up, and if you live in an area, you probably see one popping up right next to you. So if you've got one of those, you want to save some money, do it at home. I'm the Portable Professional with Incredible Results, I'm here in the gym.
Good morning, Chamber. I'm Carol Lee with
So what?
Too big for this corner over here, obviously. Anyway, I just wanted to, I do sewing for everyone, alterations and design clothes, embroidery. But my thing today is I just want to say thank you to Julie. She worked her rear end off on that, the spring fever, and I know I need to hurry up, but you know, give her a hand. I mean, my gosh, she worked.
Morning, gang. Morning. Jerry was saying while I'm loaded, we just got some great news for our customers and for us. Our warranty went up to 36 months, 36,000 miles on all repairs. So it's one of the best out there. They don't call anybody can beat that repair. Come see us. We'll save more, save more. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Central Paint and Body.
nothing to you.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Central Paint and Body is located in East Plano, and we are the hair repair and collision repair experts. If you know of somebody who needs our help, send them our way. And also remember that the insurance companies, we work with all of them, they cannot tell you where to go. You can decide where you want to take your vehicle. So if you know somebody who needs our help, send them our way. Remember, Central Paint and Body is the right place after a long return.
I'm Mikey with the Murphy Messenger. If you're looking for a consistent messaging platform to be able to get your message out to the people of Murphy, we communicate every other week with everybody in the community. We deliver to all the addresses, so it's not your typical business model for a newspaper. I'm Mikey with the Murphy Messenger, and we want to tell your story too.
My name is Deontay. I'm calling with Verizon Wireless. Had a really good time at the Spring Fever event. Nice seeing some of you guys out there. We are now open for business over here right now. We've been open now for 2 days. We've been doing it. It's been really great. A lot of people from the community have been coming. We're actually right now ahead of our business case. So I'd like to thank everybody that's came out and support, everybody that I've seen out at the different events. Also, just so you know, our business customers, you guys are our #1 priority right now going forward. We currently have plans for as low as $35 or $45, depending on what your needs are for your business, okay? So please come see us over here at the Verizon Wireless store.
You just say radical insurance, health and life insurance, mostly Medicare, but I want to say something about direct primary care today. Dr. Jane Sadler was at Spring Fever, and this is a new paradigm that's taking over. If you're like me and you don't have major medical, you just go to the doctor and pay them for it. This is the type of person you want to go see. You can pay her monthly and she will let you call her or go see her at any time.
Good morning, everyone. Hi. My name is Dee Bates. I'm a partner with New York Life. I'm out supporting Samba this morning. And I think all of you know that New York Life is, and you may be aware that we're the industry leaders of insurance, long-term care, as well as annuities, and we pay dividends for over 64 consecutive years. Looking for a trusted advisor? See Samba. Dee Bates with Samba.
Good morning, Chamber. Good morning. Good to be back. 2 brand new knees. I am badass now. So anyway, Shepherd Pest Management, thing you need to be looking out for, and I say this every year, it is if you come home and you find dead black little bugs in your windowsill, don't be happy that they're dead. Give us a call. Swarming termites are starting, and their swarmers do not live long. So give us a call, we'll identify it for you free. If you send me a picture, I can do it.
Good morning, everyone. I am Deborah Austin. I am a business coach with KS Results Business Coaching. I help business owners get to where they want to go faster. So if you're looking to grow your business, I can help you accelerate that. If you missed a few of the stumbling blocks along the way, if you're looking to leave your business and want to get into selling, I can help you with that as well. I'm Deborah Austin, KS Results Business Coaching, when you're ready to work on your business and not just in it.
So, how's your marketing going at the beginning of the year? You might need a tchotchke to pump it up a little bit. What's a tchotchke, you say? It's a promotional item. Anything you can put a logo on, from clothing to widgets, that's a tchotchke. They can help you keep your company name in your potential clients' hands 24/7. I am Linda with Persona Marketing. What's your persona?
I'm Carl with Practice Awards, right away flattering. We can get you recognized through a embroidered shirt. Put your name on a shirt, a name badge, or we can put anything on there if you want. Or if you want a trophy, recognize somebody else. Carl with Practice Awards.
Good morning, my name is Bobby Lewis. I'm with Data Line Communication. I want to say thank you guys for letting us sponsor this month for the breakfast, the luncheon, and whatever else Bobby volunteered for. But anyway, with Dayline Communication, we're still saving businesses and homes 30 to 70% on their phone bill and internet. So if you have a phone and you think just because it's $70, $80, I can't save you, I can't. Anyway, Dayline Communications, Roger Lewis. Thank you.
Next Wednesday night, right here in this very room at 7 p.m., Soil Bed Systems is going where no company has gone before. We're going to show the relationship between rocket science and global warming and the new carbon economy. Please plan to come and hear what we have to say and see whether or not we have a clue of what we're talking about. Thank you.
My name is Macko, and I'm a printer. Central Laboratory Association of Texas, Smith Wiley Library just down the street in Wiley. Where they have in common, we just printed a couple big projects for them. We printed some brochures for the Smith Public Library and also for the DLAC, their seminars this morning. We printed some full color brochures for all their attendees. Why do they use this? They've been using it for many years because they've been able to trust us to print the quality project on time and on budget. My name is Macko, Bullet Graphic Center. I fear no bell.
Good morning. I was secured by them. I help secure small businesses from internet data loss. If you have not had a security audit on your network in the last year, you need to talk to me or somebody like me who is in the security business. You need to know who and what is on your network. Don't be like hotels in Vegas that lost their high roller list or other places that lost the credit history of most of the U.S. Get it checked, get it fixed, it's easy to do, and we can take care of it before it goes wrong. Mandela is secured by them.
Bobby, you're up.
Morning, I'm Peter Hall with New and Hall Law Firm. I do probate, estate planning, and real estate. And I have just recently moved my office to Coit in Beltline. My phone number has not changed for those of you that haven't. My address, my email has. I have new cards today by me. And if you don't have any estate planning, if you need your estate planning documents reviewed, I do offer a free review checkup to make sure everything's good. But please get a hold of me to take a look at your wills and other estate planning. Thanks.
Look, I'm Bob with Special Webs, and I like to volunteer people for things like running. And also, I disagree with the Clifford's assessment of the insurance companies can't tell you where to go. I've had some tell me where to go. Anyway, we do website work, online projects. We filmed a lot of stuff. In fact, there's pictures up here from the event, the spring fever, that everyone had to wear a partner scarf. Most of these are some we took, some of those children's pictures. So we're putting a video together, all this stuff, we do that sort of thing. But if we get anything in our online presence, let us know. Bob, Special Web.
Mark Williams, and I specialize in helping people eliminate disability, any kind of odor known to mankind. So who do you know is struggling to control odors with their cat or dog or just about any kind of pet you may have, even pet python, if you can believe that. I recently sold one of these single room air purifiers to a customer, and she responded, "Hey Mark, my little cat freaked out when I first plugged it in. It really works, she moves it around, it's been great. The thing about it is, I forgot to tell this customer is, animals have an extreme sense of smell and sound, and so you gotta really be careful how your cats or dog condition react. Nobody else ever can. I know any more? You have a conversation, thank you very much. Simba, you're up. If you see me do this, you get 2 minutes.
Okay.
This is me, look at it. Hope that time for Q&A.
I knew I was gonna figure it out. I'm the young one. How's everybody doing? My name is Samba C. I'm building my financial service practice with New York Life. Been doing it for about 2.5 years now, going into 3 since the process started. Also, I'm a student at UNT and finishing up there, but I like working with young adults who recently just graduated. But I'm gonna also show you on these slides on why I do, but also growing families and I'm also pre-retirees. But the value of an agent now, everything you can do it on the computer, and it's taking away the human value of just having an insurance agent that you can go talk to, call, and know that just sometimes maybe they just want to hang out and just go to the game club weekend and chill. Not about just, hey, let's call you when we have an insurance need. So for me, it's important to tell you why there's a value of an agent. The value of an agent. So a little bit about who I am. I'm a migrant from the United States. Yeah, I'm a migrant from West Africa to Gambia. Moved to the United States when I was 10 years old, which now makes it about 15 years since I've been here. For me, I know that I've got a little background through the American education system, and so I've been here since 5th grade. And so through that, I found a career in New York Life. So how did that come about? And I will go through the slides as well. But so I got my education through the American system at UNT right now and finishing that up. But I just know that I wanted to work with a company that I can trust because my integrity do matter, and I do know that I want to work with somebody who holds value in my integrity and the company as well. So it just wasn't about just joining an insurance firm or just any firm. It was more about being selective on who I want to work with and just build my career from. So it makes it very important knowing that New York Life has been here for 170 years, and our company is built on trust and integrity. So that's something that I definitely want to just basically tell you. All right, my why. My why is definitely important what I do. This is me when I was in Gambia. I think I was like 8, 9, so I was just about a year from coming into the States. So I was very cute, like young boy, so come on. My why definitely involves my aunt. She's the one that like raised me from the point that I was in the United States. She's a single mother, and she's definitely grateful for she's my second mother, and I'm definitely grateful for the things that she has provided for me. This is my family right here. They're back home. It's a little bit dark. They say I look exactly like my dad, but I tell them I'm a handsome. So, that's him right here. His name is Ibrahima, and my mom, her name is Aji. This is my sister, my actual biological brother. is in the background taking a picture, but these are kids that are my cousins. Never met them, but I left when I was 10, so now my brother's like 12, 13. So I haven't seen my parents for about 13 years now. So for me, I understood the sacrifice they made for me to be here, and that's why I walk the way that I walk, and the confidence that I walk with, because I know that the sacrifice they made, and I know that I'm here for a reason, and just to better myself. So for them, I do it for, that's one of my whys. My fraternity brothers, Macco, no. I don't know if y'all see this. Okay, so the reason why, one of the main points when I got into this industry was, we was in a fraternity meeting, and while I was in a fraternity meeting, this guy walks in there. We had somebody who was getting presented, and he walked in suited and booted, looking very good, and he had two ladies like right next to him in our fraternity meeting. I was just like, okay. But he started talking about financial services, and I'm just like, I like what he does. He looks very good at what he does. And so we're like, all right. I gave him a call, and when I gave him a call, I got an interview, and it didn't go too far, but it was my first interest. That was piqued my interest. But bike is definitely important in what I do because I want to give this information to young adults, and it gives me access to keep them young. I mean, I'm only 25, but still, it keeps me young. I'm hanging out with them and just getting information. It's also very important. The guy that's standing right here, his name is Brent Ryan. He's a Pike from UNT. He's now he's like the #1 company you want to work for. And when you pass by 635, you can see he's the Ryan building. He does account servicing. He's from UNT, but also he's from Pike, like the same chapter that I was in one of those seats. So he's definitely motivating standing next to him. Because I'm just like, when he left, this was in New Orleans. When he left, he jumped on his jet right after him. So he's definitely a big deal, but a motivation as well. More for my why. I grew up in a house full of ladies. This is my aunt, this is my cousin, and this is my other aunt. She's actually coming in tomorrow into town. This is my wife, of course. She's definitely beautiful. She's been holding me down since I was in high school, and me and her went to college together, and she's definitely one of the reasons why I work so hard. Why does football matter to me? For me, it taught me a lot because I went to Garland High School, and we are definitely known for our sports and knowledge as well. But went to Garland, and I never played football in my life. I never thought I would play football. I'm a soccer guy. And when I moved to the States, America just loved football. I didn't understand why. I was hitting each other, but I ended up fell in love with it and went to go ahead and play high school ball. It taught me like basically self-discipline. It taught me to be hungry and what you want to do. Because my senior year, I wasn't in the starter. I wasn't even playing. And when I just saw that coaches were underestimating what I could do, so I was like 5th string. And by the end of, yeah, exactly. So I was riding the bench. That's what they were trying to tell me. My senior year, they wanted me to ride the bench. No. So I worked my tail off, and I was actually nominated for Most Improved Player that season alone, but also made it to district honors. And this was against, I remember this game. This game was against South Garland, our competitor, and we ended up kicking that butt 49-0. We ended up playing at the Cowboy Stadium. That's all fun. I'm a big Eagles fan, so that's a little bit about me. And these are my clients. I do it for my clients because the reason why is I'm not gonna ruin my relationships with my friends or with my business partners or this is my fraternity brother, and he's a young adult who recently just about to graduate. So working with him, I definitely appreciate that. My clients are the most important thing that I do. So this is my why. And what is my what? Making insurance sexy. I'm handsome, I'm not sexy. But I mean sometimes. But making insurance just what it needs to be and what it is today. Breaking the perception of what life insurance is. So so value client. Alright, so what I want to share with today is just few things that I like showing the client. Usually at a very tail end of the meeting, on guess what insurance is today. Some of the papers that I do have in front of you is just check out the impressive record. New York Life has the #1 as the largest mutual company in the life insurance business. Number 69 on the prestigious 500 list of companies to work for. Not to work for, but as a prestigious company. 165 years as a consecutive years of paying dividends. What that means, we work for you, I work for you, and we continuously pay dividends for 165 years. So through all the recent struggles in the economy, through all the wars that happened back then, we still was able to pay a dividend. and number 174 years we've been providing service as a life insurance agent. 11.1 billion of benefits was paid in just 2018, so that's definitely something that's really good. 2 minutes, 3, okay. And 1.89 billion has been paid in dividends. So these are just reading materials, but on this policy right here, it's kind of hard to read, but we have something called a custom whole life. Now, what's a custom whole life? It's customizable to what you want it to be. And that means that they're saying that this policy earns you equity, and when it earns you equity, at the end of the day, you have this policy for 15 years. Well, you don't have it, it's permanent. It's a permanent policy that you have forever, but you have it for 15 years. Now, in 15 years, you have to stop paying for this policy. When you stop paying for this policy in 15 years, I'm 25, so I'll be 40. As a 40-year-old, you're putting in about $3 grand into this policy, no, $3,900 every year into this policy. That's just a yearly. And so on this policy, by the end of the 15 years, we kind of run out of time. So I'm going to just skip to the nitty-gritty. New York Life is guaranteeing you $44,960 is going to be in this policy. And $44,000 is going to be in this policy. And in the cash surrender value, since we've been paying dividends for the past 165 years, we really like to look at this this model right here, because this is the model that's more current. And for this is just to show you comfortability that New York Life has the assets to go ahead and make sure that we can guarantee you this amount of money. Cash surrender value is going to be at $61,330. The awesome thing about this is that after 15 years, you don't have to put a dime into this policy, and New York Life just continues to pay your dividends. Now, dividends are not guaranteed, but for a company that's been doing it for 165 years straight, we do have something to stand on in our integrity and our strength. So I thank you, Marv, for keeping me on time. But life insurance now is just not life insurance. 401ks was built as a taxable bucket for you, as a one large bucket, but the goal is to have multiple buckets around you, not just one large bucket where when you access it, it becomes taxable, and it just basically becomes an average bucket. This policy itself does nothing but grow from just the face value on what the client gets off of if something happens to you. When nothing happens to you, you have access to those supplemental cash right here, tax-free by the way. And again, I appreciate you guys listening, and my name is Samba Sid, bit of my financial service practice with New York Life. Thank you.
See you after the meeting, okay? Awesome, great job. Let me just emphasize one point regarding your 10-minute spotlight, okay? It should not be exclusively just about you and your business. History, background history of yourself, your family, whatever. Excellent job in covering all that. That was very good, very well done. You want to draw for next Thursday? Never got your card in here, I hope. You'll see who it will be for the 10-minute spotlight next week. Rodney.
Wait, say that again.
You're gonna get your spotlight with a sponsor, but you want 2 weeks.
No, I don't get 2 weeks. Let someone else. Yeah, this one. Yeah, pull another. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, any other community announcements going on in the area that could be a benefit to everybody here?
Okay, I want to talk about the candidate forum that is coming up, sorry, same night as yours, on June 10th. City Hall, the candidates from City Council, they're running for City Council, PISD, and Common Knowledge will be there. You'll have a chance to talk to them, get to meet them, and have them answer some questions. 6 to 9:30 at the Chambers. And the other thing I want to talk about just for a second is that, you know, I'm part of the Scholarship Foundation that we're all a part of. And we have 37 scholarship applications that we're going to review next Tuesday. So we'll be awarding 6. Maybe we have a few more if we haven't checked it out yet. But that's really good this year because these kids had to go find us. The school just didn't feed us 750 non-closing codes. So we're really excited about that. So I'll keep you posted. Thanks.
Very good, thank you. Nothing else? Thank yous. George?
I wanted to thank Sheriff
while ago. It's amazing. Anytime he's meeting me, he's telling me I'm amazed about insurance world.
Very good. Awesome. Rodney?
Yes, I want to thank you, Mr. Mark. I bought one of the air, what is it? Yes, I bought it probably close to a year ago.
Yeah, say you know.
He's asked me for a testimonial. Well, every day I use it, it's another testimonial. I mean, I can fry my bacon, clear out the air in the kitchen. I can have the next door neighbor come over, use the restroom, and clear out the air. Yeah, I mean, it's worked well. I take it to the house, I can buy another one. It works really well. It's worth more than what he's selling them for, but it's a great product.
That's the case.
Great product.
Clifford, you need to quit coming over to.
Ma'am?
It's too far.
Clifford, show your badge. See that?
Show my badge?
Yeah. Clifford and I have very unusual badges, and I get comments on mine all the time. I'm sure you do too.
Yes.
And this nice gentleman over here in the blue shirt does all of these. It's funny, I asked about one today. It doesn't matter what you do, whether you work with computers or cars, you can get a car, you can get anything. You can get something upside down, turned around, or whatever, and he can do anything you want done for the same price if you just got a regular square badge. So see him if you need to be ready.
Yeah, the only thing he could not do is make it run.
I want to thank Mr. Shepherd for some business that I took care of for him while he was recuperating from his knees. And I know I thanked Deontay last week. I had a network problem. I was having reception problems at my house. He put his team on it and got the problem taken care of. So Deontay, thank you. Don, thank you.
Awesome. Clifford?
Yeah, thank Carl for trusting us with his daughter's vehicle. I hope it's running properly.
I made a wrong turn.
Oh, you did? Found the right place.
I'd like to thank Sherry for donations to Louis for Zachary. It means a lot to our children. It means a lot to me. Thank you.
Very good. Deborah?
Two thank yous. Again to Sherry, she's helped one of my clients, another client. They talked already, but she's great. Thank you so much for referring me, but I always hear that when I send them to Sherry. So thank you. Secondly, Clifford, somebody else made a wrong turn, but it was my car. You got in there, you got an answer for me really quickly, and I really appreciate it. Hopefully I can get it to you and get it fixed pretty soon.
I want to thank Ed. My wife had someone else come out and look at that, and they said they couldn't do it without messing up the wallpaper. And Ed came out. Ed didn't do it. Sure, Ed didn't do it. I wouldn't have let Ed. He sent a guy out, a young man that was. It takes a lot to impress my wife. This guy impressed me. We had an upstairs bathroom tub, not spillover, but that's a long story. But it came through our ceiling in our shower, and the ceiling just boom. Ed's guy came in and took that out, redid the whole thing, repainted the whole ceiling, and I mean, you couldn't tell that anything had happened.
He saved the wallpaper.
He saved the wallpaper. I mean, he was able to do it. Evidently, the other people didn't know what they were talking about. Anyway, but I was real impressed. Thank you, Ed.
Yeah, I just want to thank Michael because he gave me a whole bunch of things for the homeless, and I use some of them for the homeless, and I use some of them for costumes for the kids that I'm making for their play in Dallas. So I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank Pastor Peter for some work we did from recently. And Jean's already left to get a full color tablecloth for an upcoming event that she's having. So thank you.
Awesome job. Very
And one more. Referrals do count. Don't know about that. Of course, everybody here is very good at it. Sherry's very good. She's people to talk to. Ed is, when you talk about Ed, is also very good. And Ed's also one of my, we do business together. And it's what this is all about, what is it that saying? If you know the person, you want to trust them, and you continue to do business with them. So that's why you come to these meetings.
All right, we're going to get with you. You're going to go first.
Henry's homemade ice cream. Ice cream.
I need to put my card in then for drunk ice cream.
Hey. I have the certificate.
I need that.
I'm gonna send you the certificate.
Now, Sam had auto group. Did you want to give all of them away today or just one for a series of weeks?
I bought a truck from there, so you're
We
right.
got 5 of these.
Put your card in.
Truck.
One, we'll do one this week. Sam
I happen to be one of your clients, you don't even know. Yes, 5 of them, I got 5 of them, let's get them all away. Here, let me put my card in there if we're drawing for that.
All right, so
You should always put your card in. You know, I always have to give away. Which card?
Yeah, that's fair.
Give me his card.
it's Healthy Heart Pharmacy. Healthy Heart Pharmacy.
I didn't have my card in there.
Oh, put it down.
So what? Derek. One more.
Mikey.
Rodney. One more.
No, there's 2 more.
2 more over here.
2 more over here.
One, 3, 1, and 1, and then 2.
George.
Sam, I said, Mikey.
Mike, Sorbet Systems, and
Wrong man.
Well, I got about 5 minutes here. Feel free to hang around and get to know each other a lot better.